But back to the accountant, if you were like, or the AI automated person for accountants, if you were like, hey, here are 3 tips to set up the AI automation so that your email does this, if they were to apply that day, their life would be better. And then the bottom of funnel content is, did I position my product or service as the solution to their problem while still adding value? Okay? While still adding value. That is the secret. Let's do this, how to double my carrot size. All right? Love where this video is going. The problem, the hook might be, have you ever spent 30 days making carrots and you're frustrated with how little you have to eat later? All right, bear with me. Well, guess what? These seeds and these 3 tilling tips, you till the soil this way, and then you sprinkle in this fertilizer, and then you water it this much, and if you use these seeds, your carrots will double in size. Okay, you see how it wasn't just, hey, here are my carrot seeds, go buy them. All right? There was a hook with a problem. There's a solution. And there's tips in between that isn't just use my product, use my product, use my product. Okay? It's, hey, maybe till like this, maybe water like this, maybe fertilize like this. It's layers where someone watches that, and even if they don't buy your product, their life is still better. That's all you want to do, is you just want to make someone's life better. All right? And then eventually they might buy your product. And even if they don't, you shouldn't be so concerned about it. So let's recap real quick. If you want to monetize your content, you need to understand the ebb and flow between virality and conversions. Okay? So many of you have messaged me. How do I monetize? How do I monetize? How do I grow my brand? And your content is going in the wrong direction. If your goal, this is only if your goal is money. If your goal is fame and growth, keep going. Just do more of it, okay? It's just gonna be really hard to make a living off brand deals and ad revenue. You'll get to 10K, you might get to 15K. It's gonna be hard to push further than that. Now, if you have a service or a product, specifically a service, the best part is a service where you sell your expertise to other businesses at a premium. Back to the AI automations for accounting firms. Are you kidding me? You could sell that for 10 grand. You find 5 accounting firms in the whole entire United States. Find 10 and you're a millionaire. Find 8 and you're a millionaire. In a year. Okay? So you got to understand the difference between virality and conversions. Then number 2 is you need to understand how to ebb and flow, push and pull between top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Okay, it should be about a 4-to-1 ratio. 4 top of funnel for reach. Sometimes not always, actually. This is for the average person with a smaller following. If you have a bigger following, you might want to go like 2 top of funnel, 4 middle of funnel, 1 bottom of funnel. You just ebb and flow. It just depends. If you're trying to make more money, then do more bottom of funnel. If you're trying to get more views, then you go more top of funnel, and then just always use middle of funnel as your basis. And then ask yourself those 3 questions. Can anyone watch this for top of funnel? If they applied this, would their life be better for middle of funnel? And did I position my product as the solution to their problem while still adding value? That's the bottom of funnel. If you want to build your personal brand to 100,000 followers, I would bet that if you consumed these 10 people's content over the next year, you would be in the top 1%. I'm going to go through this list, 10 recommendations of people to follow, consume their content, courses to buy, podcasts to listen to. We're breaking into 4 categories. Number 1 is going to be content strategy and skill set, so hooks, all that stuff. The second is going to be branding and positioning of 2 people that talk about more so like whatever people think of you, what do they think? And then the third is monetization. How do you actually start to build out funnels and stuff like that? And then the fourth is actually going to be mindset. And the last one is my favorite by far. Okay, number 1, the first person I recommend is Alex Garcia. This is my mentor. He means the world to me. A lot of my knowledge, my skill set, any success I have, I give to him. He's a wizard on brand social. So if you're a creator, he talks a lot about products. You might have to sift through and find the principles where he's talking about branded products and move it over to your niche. But he's going to talk about everything from like good good content from bad content to world building, all of it. His Sweat Equity podcast is the best. And he has a course, a monthly cohort called Cut 30, which leads me to number 2 and number 3 on our list. And these are the people that he does Cut 30 with. It is Oren Meets World and Colin Landforce. Oren, these guys are just like phenomenal marketers and content marketers. Like, they have phenomenal hooks. They talk about storytelling, pacing, all of it. I would suggest going to Oren's YouTube video and Colin's newsletter. Go to Colin's newsletter. I think it's on landforce.com. That's where you're going to get a sweet spot of some of their best value. YouTube, newsletter. If you want their course, it goes every month. Make sure you guys go find Cut 30. It's absolutely massive. Okay, number 4 and number 5 on my list are people who are really in the weeds and give super tactical advice on content. And this is where I'm talking like storytelling frameworks, enemy marketing, just a ton of the different like intricacies inside of a 90-second video. Number 1 out of these 2 people is Callaway. Kane Callaway, he's been on a ton of podcasts. The 505 podcast, he just was on it recently. I'm like halfway through. It's phenomenal. And then Courtney Johnson. Okay, Courtney Johnson's Instagram is absolutely fire. She's going to talk about LinkedIn specifically, but just her principles in general are amazing. And she has a course, I think it's primarily just for women who want to learn content. And she's crushing it. I've learned a lot from her. Callaway, his YouTube videos are great for storytelling and hooks. Like, that's where you learn how to communicate inside of a 90-second video. Super well. Okay, we are now out of the content marketing, short form content people. Okay, let's move into branding and positioning. Whenever I say that, this is how you stand out. This is how you associate yourself with what people are going to be thinking whenever they see you, which is so important. It's so overlooked. Okay, I talk about this all the time. The counter positioning, the brand pillars, all of it. It's so important. Number 1 is Caleb Ralston. Caleb Ralston's YouTube he's just now starting to pop off. It's going insane. He was the creative director for Gary Vaynerchuk and for Alex Hormozi. And now he just recently went on his own. He was on a podcast with Jake Klaus recently. That is 10 out of 10. Okay? 10 out of 10. All right, number 2. This one is tricky. It's Sean Puri. Sean Puri is the co-host of the My First Million podcast. And now listen, that podcast is great for business. They're going to give you business ideas and all these different things, which is fine. I don't listen for that. But 90% of what they say is going to be like business stuff. But 10% of what Sean will talk about on his